So we're not inside the Cricket trailer, folks, but I think we definitely need to start with the entranceway. I'm a relatively broad guy, but you'll look here, I've got plenty of room to get through this extra wide door. So if I've got a pack on or anybody else and you got some water bottles off the side, or you've been using this as a base camp and maybe you've gone out and bivouacked for a night or two, you're gonna be able to get that pack in here if you need to bring it in. Another thing that I really wanna point out is watch this. Okay, I wanna see somebody try this with another trailer. Like, I'm trying to bring it down and I can't. Feels like a strong header on a house is what it feels like, which is just great construction. But follow me in here, please. And let's start from the bottom up. First off, I see this floor in toy haulers a lot. Obviously, you're going to be using this outside. You don't want to mess with carpet. You don't want to mess with vinyl flooring that's going to tear. We've got this nice bubble rubber hardened flooring, just using toy haulers made to have dirt bikes scraped across them and tons of other things. So it's going to last. Whatever you bring in here, it's going to handle. Starting down over here, you'll notice we have a fire extinguisher here. Okay, you got to have those in there. And what I like, we got our nice Cricket towel here, but I'm going to unhook it from this alligator clip. You've got a nice portable toilet here as well. What I would do with that, I would personally get the little outside shower setup you can get over here. So to spray off, need to use the restroom, go outside, do that stuff. You're camping, it's part of the fun, it's part of the adventure. But you hook this back up and that's closed, and you've also got a toilet paper roll under here. If you don't need this, just, don't want to put it under there, just storage. Wonderful. A little bit of storage up here. All right, moving a little bit farther to our areas under here. More storage here. This is our power cord I was telling you about. All right, if we go in here, you'll see another Cricket towel. This is your outside shower. And then you may ask, what is this? Well, now what you see here is, I probably wouldn't mess with this, but if you did want to, and I've got all the windows open, it's a very breezy day, so it's moving, and you can always, put a little bit of couple magnet here to keep it a little bit of weight to keep it hang. But if you did want to have a little bit of privacy between those that are sleeping, and then if you wanted a restroom area over here, somebody's going to get up and make coffee, it's not going to do much for sound, but it's going to be able to block the visual of, a family member taking care of business. But take it down real easy, just unsnap it. I'm not going to fold it up right now. We're just going to put it right back into here. And let's start over here still. All right, we've got our switches. We've got the hot water heater switch here. I'm not going to flip that because we don't have water. Same thing with the water pump. And these are just breakers that they've just pushed out, push them back in. You blew a fuse. And we're going to turn on the kitchen light. If you'll pan up, LED kitchen lights. And you won't see it, but we've got a nice step light out there as well. Flipping that on. You see you got another 12-volt connection here if you need to plug in anything as well over here. And let's go kind of up top here. Let's take a look at our nice countertop. I don't know what they have on top of here, but it's obviously some kind of covering, so if you do spill anything, it's not going directly on the nice CNC routed birch wood you have. But if you open it up, very nice European style faucet. Hot and cold valve there. Close it again, nice glass top if you need a little bit of extra area or cutting board. We did bring this in with a Prima stove. Open this up, it is indoor safe. Hook up a 1 pound LP bottle and you're good to go. You can turn it here as well. I like to kind of set it in here, so I've got this backstop there. Or, just take it outside and cook. Gotta love it, but great for heating up coffee in the morning, boiling water, steaming your vegetables, a lot of things like that. Since we're up here, let's talk about, this is the one opening that I don't have unzipped because I want to show you how this works. Obviously it's very simple, just unzip it. You can roll the white side, but come on guys, let's make it look good. Undermount roll it. Grab your wood latch and just thread it through the eye loop and you're done. And if you see my opening and closing videos, that's what you're just pushing along the edge right here to make sure you're not closing it with those there and they're on the inside of the camper. So this right here, this is a window that I actually like the most when it comes to Cricket trailers because so many people neglect the front. Don't neglect it. There could be a great airflow coming in here and you won't get it at all, but with Cricket, you've got it. Wonderful idea. Panning over a little bit, I need to kind of get out of the way. You notice here, let's talk about our windows a little bit. Like I said, dual pane, okay? And if you wanted to give them a little bit of breathing room, you set it in the middle. But if you're going down the road, you want to close them completely, bring it all the way in. And then keep the bugs out, nice pleated screen. And then if you want to black out the trailer, your sleeping area at nighttime, just bring this part down and you can always zip up your windows if you want, or you can just leave these on the ground level if you will. But we're gonna bring them up for now. We're gonna open that window back up, tighten that a little bit to keep our airflow going. And if you look down, you're gonna notice more carabiner points here. You know, do what you want with that. And then what we have is we've got our really high quality fridge here. I don't see this in RVs. not this is the first time I've ever seen it. I've been very impressed. If anybody's curious, Budweiser 5% alcohol content, I believe. For me, it's keeping it on 2.75 is what gave it bitingly cold but not quite frozen. So now you know. Open it up. Inside, well, it's tied in there. I'm not going to do it. But if you look in here, you've got a 110 cord. So if you wanted to run your fridge off 110, you could bring it to the outside and do it that way. Or it's got a 12-volt plug in the back that you can plug in here. Or you can plug in one of your 2 charging outlets under here to keep the fridge going off the battery power. But like I said, it'll do fridge, it'll do freeze, you name it, it'll do it. So you can also take this outside to plug it in out there if you want to as well. Before we go to the bed, I kind of want to talk up top, just so you can get a picture of your windows. Screen here, another screen over here, okay? This is one of those lift assist struts that really makes this camper so easy to open up. But I don't want to go to the bed yet. Like I said, let's start up top. One, take a look at the lights. I'm just gonna hit the switches down here. You see that light kind of up top. I know it's bright, it's hard. But then if you want to bring your red light on, and if you've ever been at the nighttime, how good red light is on the eyes, not messing up your night vision, it's wonderful to have. And then you've got your nice bright overhead LED lighting, white lights. Right here, we've got one child berth in here, which is a great way to show this, and they come with bungee cords. All right. This is a 130-pound weight limit, somebody 5'1", 5'2". You know, my wife, 120 pounds, 5'1". She could sleep up here, which is really cool, but a lot of times it's gonna be made for kids. Or it's a great thing for storage. What I want to show here is we don't have bungee cords up, but I should have a picture you might see on the screen of somebody who's got bungee cords lined up all the way through. You've got tons of hanging points, but if you have stuff sacks, set them on here, and depending on how big they are, you can bring it to this hole if they're really big, or you know, you can bring it all the way over to here. Keep it up nice and tight. But this is not in use. You know, obviously you're in use at this point, okay? Actually, I got a picture of my little girl on top of one of these. Maybe we'll put that in here as well. She loves it. Taking a look under here, I hit our lights right there. These are the buttons I hit to operate our lights up top, okay? If you open this up, no storage under here, but very, very easy to get into your electrical box where you've got your battery on there. Just undo these. There's one on the other side. Lift it up here with the handheld. You have access to your battery, and that's where we'd put in another battery if you wanted the second 12-volt. So, got the cushion in the way. Now, if we open up some storage under here, open it up. I'm doing this at a bad angle. There you go. And now it'll stay up. But you see you've got other ones here. These are also part of the 3-dimensional storage. Storage on the side, storage on the bottom. Here, obviously, I believe the Cricket has a whole 20 cubic feet of storage on the bottom. Right here, we have our electrical box there, which we've got our converter and our fuse panel, or fuse box, excuse me. Crank down jack. And right here, since we got it, I may as well talk about this table. And I know you've probably seen this on a couple other videos. Some guys have done some really good jobs, but I'll show it again. This isn't your standard puck and pull where you can just pull it out. It's got a nice, very high quality release lever here. Pull that, set your table like this. Listen to this. Actually unscrews. Very good stuff, not just pulls out. Smaller pull. Screw it in. Drop the table. This is my cord here. There is the other one. And now, what you are looking at, oops. And now what you are looking at is really queen bed. You're 60 inches wide up here, You go down to the feet where you don't need as much room. You don't have arms slapping your spouse or girlfriend or boyfriend in the face. You got your legs down there. You don't need quite as much room. So you're 55 inches down here. Furthermore, this kind of streamlined look, that's what gives it more aerodynamics as well. Because if you've ever seen the semi-trailers that have the flaps on the back, I forget what they're called, you actually have just as much air resistance coming out of the back when you go straight back and then you have a void as you do having a non-pointed front. So helps with the aerodynamics, very well thought out, very, very user-friendly, very smart. So we're gonna release this, bring it back up. Somebody's alluded to this, like if me and my brother went out camping, this is how we would do it. Brother here, and then my head over here. Just a little bit of separation here so I'm not breathing in his hot air. But I personally am not a table guy. I would probably just leave it like this. Whoops. But some people like the table here. That's wonderful. For me, I'm just gonna eat outside most of the time. I'm gonna sit with my plate on my lap. That's just how I do things when I go out. But since we're here, let's open up this side. Tons of storage under there. All right, and you can go to a container store, go to Kohl's, you go to an outdoor store, you can get certain boxes to fit in there if you want to. We're gonna close that again. And then you've got a little bit more under here as well, and you can push this leg for it to stay down. Now let's go to the back again. I'm gonna come all the way back here. All right, more three-dimensional storage here with your eyelets. All right, one thing that I like, take a look at this laying down there and set the table back. When I'm over here, I'm not worried about it. If you're laying down, okay, some people said something about a screen, and they think they're maybe developing in one there, but I kind of like not having this like a big old screen here, because I move my feet in the middle of the night. I'm gonna kick out the screen. That's why I like having the door here and then the opening there as well. But if you wanted, obviously same type of windows there, you could open up the door and really let the air flow in. So guys, I think we hit a lot. There's a lot to this trailer for the size of it, and I'm sure I didn't hit everything, but the biggest thing is you've got to see one of these to be a believer. To tell you a story, somebody asked me about a Cricket a year ago. I said, well what the hell's that? And they're like, oh, it's this trailer developed by this NASA guy. I'm like, okay, great. And 10 months later, I see it on our parking lot, and I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing. It's something you got to see to believe. You got to see the quality in it. Nothing's built like this in this price point. It's just remarkable. The airflow, this is a true outdoorsman, yet family style piece of equipment, camper almost, really. And you can actually get another childbirth if you want to have another kid up there, which is how we have our sports coming in. So depends on what you like, but you gotta see to believe it. So come on out, folks, take a look at this. Be towed by almost anything. It's only about 1,500 pounds. See if you like it. You got any questions, give me a holler, write me an email. Be happy to respond to you. Thanks a lot and have a wonderful day. Bye.